Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, December 12th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I look to where I can expand my perspective of infinite possibilities. So, happy 12/12. You know what's interesting is we have the sun today at 21 degrees. And actually, as I'm looking at this chart has the moon at 12 degrees. So the 3, December, which is the 12, there's a 3. And then December 12th, 12, lots of these 3s. And 3 has a certain creative magic to it in the astro and in numerology. And so just hold space for some creative magic in the air. Now, that being said, I know we're coming off of this, or we're technically not coming off of it. I know we're entrenched in this Venus-Mars opposition today. And most people who I talked to on Wednesday felt the Venus-Mars opposition. But there's some magic in here for all of us to lean into. So we're going to look at that. I do think today overall is going to be a better day, but I do want to mention that we're heading into our third and final evolution revolution day of Sun in Sagittarius. So there might be some pokes from the universe and these energies to help support us. Because that's the thing. It's all supporting us, even when it's tough. So as I was looking at this Venus-Mars opposition energy, what really came forward for me was, Mars is retrograde. Mars is this internal process right now. And it's not meant to be as active. It's definitely meant to be, again, internalized. Venus is more of the active energy of the moment. And Venus in Aquarius is reminding us to check our vibes. And we have this in the cards today. First, it's like, get alone. Check your own vibes. And then what's your vision? What's your daydream? What are you wanting to create? What is the vibrational nature of that? Rather than, Mars and Leo sometimes wants to go out and think of a hungry lion, grab it, eat it. Venus in Aquarius is like, do that inner work of Mars and Leo, connecting to the heart, connecting to the love, connecting to the inner child. Let that amplify you, and then bring your vision. What is your daydream? What is your vision? What are the vibes that you want to ride and surf? And apply your energy more to that than to going out and chomping at whatever it is that you want. Now, that's the magic of this energy. What's the challenge is there can be some disagreements, and there can be just even push and pull with the ways of the world. The world is like, this is how you're supposed to show up. This is where you're supposed to show up. This is what you're supposed to do. And you're like, that's not it for me. So be aware of that. The good news is this meeting happens at 2:46 a.m. Pacific time. So by the time most of us are waking up, we're going to be moving past this. But like I said, being that we are moving into the evolution revolution energy, there still may be some pokes. And I would say, again, because we do have this Mercury retrograde, chances are the communications between the yin and the yang are a little right now. So just be aware of that. We're not speaking the same language. Your better bet is to find a vibration you can hang out at and connect with those who are there for you. They're in it right now. Moon in Taurus is keeping us connected to the earth today. Moon in Taurus connecting to Saturn first thing in the morning at 5:55 a.m. So on top of the magic and the creativity of the 3s, creativity, it's there. So on top of that, we have some 555 magic going on, which brings along change. Now, Pisces and Taurus together is my lazy cat, which is perfect. Like when you wake up, rather than springing out of bed or opening up your phone, stay in the magic. When we wake up, we're in this alpha state with our brain, and it's such a creative space. Can you visualize a good day where you are able to communicate and be understood, and good things are happening, and alignment, perfect, beautiful, happy, supportive alignment is happening for you? part of that is we get up and we take care of our physical body, ideally. We feed ourselves, we shower, we brush our teeth, wash our face, brush our face, wash our teeth, whatever you decide to do. But taking care of yourself energetically and getting yourself in the right space energetically can also be important. I always love that quote. I bring it forward often, where Rumi says, work as hard in the visible as you do in, wait, I'm flipping everything. Hello, Mercury retrograde. Work as hard as the invisible as you work in the visible. So doing that alignment is part of the soul work that helps make earth work manageable, because sometimes it doesn't feel that way. When we start off, oh, I have to do all these, I'm kind of dreading my day, I don't want to do this, it sets a tone. But when you are like, well, today's going to be a good day, the universe is working in my favor, I'm looking forward to this, bless my work, bless that abundance, whatever your work is, that sets you up on a soul level. And so I'm feeling that with this connection between the moon and Saturn. Cuddle in a little bit and find that alignment. I also love Mercury and Venus connecting. Now, this isn't till later in the evening, but that has the vision and the possibility. Mercury still retrograde for, what, only 3 more days? Really? We're just speeding right through this. Mercury retrograde for only 3 more days, connecting to Venus in Aquarius. And we're already leaning into the Venus, trying to find those vibrational energies. Now, again, this can be also heralded into aligning with a future you value. Venus in Aquarius is definitely about like the future and what we value and bringing that into the future. So in this case, it feels more mental as Mercury is connecting in, and Mercury in Sagittarius. What are the possibilities for the future? We hear all the doomsday stuff. We hear all the negative. 3 seconds left on the world clock, or whatever that is. I don't even know. But where are you a creator? This creativity card, which is at the top of the pack today. Where are you a creator, and where are you being called to create? Where are you able to create? Where are you able to hold a vision? Because we can't all hold the same vision. We all have different things that like trigger us. So somebody can hold the vision about, like, you know, this country, and somebody can hold a vision about their life and their purpose, and somebody can hold a vision about the animals. There's so many places where vision can be applied. But I love this. We have a wake up call to vision, and we have a sleep call to vision. Now, I will mention that sleep might be a little wonky at first, because we do have the moon and Taurus connecting late Thursday evening. This also may, well, late Thursday evening, early Friday, this also may feel like those triggers. So be aware of that. And I want to mention that we're heading into Friday the 13th, and there's a special magic to Friday the 13th. So there's so much magic in here. I actually have the 10 of Gifts from the Yuletide, and that's what I'm feeling. Like, even if there are challenges in this energy, even if you are feuding or feeling challenged by this Venus-Mars energy, there is gifts. Look for the gifts. Ask Spirit. Spirit, keep showing me these gifts, because you can and you will. So let's go through these cards. Aloneness. Getting in your own bubble. Recognizing the feeling of your own light. Not needing to necessarily outsource. And from that, the vision. What is your dream? What is the vision? Taking that time to daydream. Knowing we have the experiencing card. This is my card of lessons. There are going to be lessons through the day. It's not going to be necessarily just smooth sailing, but there's so much growth in this. Can you be grateful for the growth? And can you accept the lesson, so maybe you don't have to go through the lesson again? Last card, that I'm throwing. Suppression. There is some suppressed stuff. There is some fiery energy that wants to, the suppressed stuff. My solution for the suppression is action. If you are feeling the suppression, you might need a little interpretive dance or some other layer of creativity to help move these fiery energies through. The energies are fiery. We are in the final decan of Sun in Sagittarius, fire time. So be aware of the fire and see how you can help move these energies through rather than being stuck in the suppression. Going back to that Sun Chiron trine that we had, and just some of the energies this week, it definitely feels akin to inner child. Sometimes the inner child needs to scream. Story time, just a slight one. When I was younger, I lived on a cul-de-sac, and my neighbors and I would go outside and we would scream as loud as we could. And I feel like now looking back, that was so therapeutic. Other neighbors, Virgo, hated it, but it was really good and it was really powerful. So maybe you need to find a place where you can let some of these energies rip, because it is cathartic and healing.
After we live with the Virgo, just make sure that they are not, on in the yin and yang, good and bad side of things. If they're not a woke
light,
if they're not a woke Virgo, they could be a nightmare.
Even woke Virgos, woken, unawoken Virgos can be a nightmare, but that's the same of any sign, to be fair. So, gonna leave it there for today. You can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.